Remy was alone. He hung his head and sighed. Then his eyes widened as he heard a deafening roar. He was headed toward an enormous waterfall. Remy started to paddle away from it as hard as he could, but the pull was too strong for the small rat. He screamed as he fell off the book and tumbled into the churning waters. Finally, the waters calmed enough for him to climb back onto the cookbook. Remy was soaked to the bone, chilled, and exhausted. After a while, he floated to a stop. He realized he was in the sewer. It was dark, cold, and stinky, but at least it was quiet and safe. As the sun rose, light spilled through the sewer grate. Remy flipped through the pages of his beloved cookbook, trying to dry them. As he paused on a page of Gusteau showing off one of his creations, his stomach growled. Remy sighed. And then, right before his unbelieving eyes, the photograph of the well-fed chef came to life. "If you are hungry," Gusteau said, "go up and look around, Remy. Why do you wait and mope?" "I've just lost my family," said Remy. "All my friends. Probably forever." "How do you know?" the French chef asked. "Well, Remy stopped himself. "You are an illustration. Why am I talking to you?" The chef shrugged. "You just lost your family, all your friends. You are lonely." "Yeah, well, you're dead," Remy retorted. Gusteau smiled. "Ah, but that is no match for wishful thinking. If you focus on what you've left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. Now, go up and look around." Although Remy wasn't quite sure why, he took Gusteau's advice. He headed up the pipes and began to scurry through narrow spaces between the walls of buildings. He was terrifyingly close to the human world. Through a crack in the wall of one apartment, he spied a chunk of delicious-looking French bread. Nearly woozy with hunger, he grabbed it and prepared to take a bite. "What are you doing?" Gusteau was back. Remy was so startled he nearly dropped the bread. "I'm hungry. I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I'll find food again." Gusteau shook his head. "Remy, you are better than that. You are a cook. A cook makes. A thief takes. You are not a thief." Remy put the bread back. "But I am hungry," he said. Gusteau laughed. "Food will come, Remy. Food always comes to those who love to cook." Then he vanished again. Remy shook his head. What a strange hallucination. He traveled up a pipe on the side of a building. Just when he thought he could go no farther, he emerged on a rooftop. And what an amazing view awaited him. He blinked in disbelief as he took in the Paris skyline. "Paris?" Remy said when he finally could speak. "All this time I've been underneath Paris? Wow! It's beautiful." "The most beautiful," said a voice. Remy spun around. Gusteau had returned. Remy spotted the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame, and then his eye lit on a landmark even more alluring, Gusteau's restaurant, only blocks away. "Gusteau's?" said Remy in a reverent voice. "You've led me to your restaurant." "It seems as though I have," replied Gusteau. "Yes, there it is. I have led you to it." "I gotta see this," Remy cried, taking off toward the restaurant. Gusteau followed him. In the kitchen of Gusteau's, several of the cooks were preparing for the dinner rush. Horst, Lalo, Larousse, and Colette were busy making soups, salads, soufflés, and other tasty dishes. A small, unpleasant-looking man in a tall chef's hat walked in. It was Skinner, the head chef. "Hey, boss," said Larousse, excitedly. "Look who's here. This is Linguini, Renata."